This morning, I beat Delirious as the Lost on hard mode. Don't at me. Welcome back to Citizens of Earth.
Good job.
Do you know what that means?
You beat
I
the
tweeted
game.
about it.
You did tweet about it, then you told me about the tweet.
I'm very proud of myself. I beat the super boss as the character who dies in one hit.
Good job.
So
10
this
out of
is
10.
this is a side quest you can do. I forgot what you get for it. Probably just some sort of equipment. Someone who protested you earlier wants you to get government documents for him. So and that's in the Capitol building. So yeah. Oh, and here's the there's the homeless guy's talent. He can dig through trash cans.
Oh god, you just got messed up by that cow.
And now we're up in Appleton Farm. Okay, fair warning, this episode is going to be very jump cutty. We're going all over the place because there's not many party members left to get, and there's not many areas left to visit either that aren't like plot relevant. So yeah, we're going to be jumping around a lot in this episode.
Oh boy.
You excited?
Yeah, because we almost have all the party members. You said there are a few we can't get till endgame.
Yeah, there's 2 you need to beat the game to get, and I think there's like 2 others that you need to like get a certain ways of the way through the game. But that's still 36 party members.
Yeah.
I love that you can do that in this game.
Your lava lamp's going for it.
Yes, when they aren't cut into our food supplies.
I don't understand. You got some beef with us?
It's not you, it's the shapes. We like you, you're tasty. It's the shapes we don't like.
He eats metal.
Oh boy.
One of my favorite lines is coming up for as much as I hate pun, as much as I hate pun humor.
Oh god.
You shouldn't eat that
Since
thing.
when are you an expert on Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's Anatomy. That's way too good.
God.
That's the only good pun in this game. So yeah, that's...
Return to her.
For some reason, you need to come all the way out here to talk to that one cow, and then you can come back to the farmer. Oh, and we can do the Moody Foodie battle now, too. We're not completely under-leveled for this.
Oh boy.
Although I do need the proper party, so let's do that real quick.
Gotta get a bunch of... Just get a bunch of buff people to beat this poor foodie.
He's weak to verbal, so just use a bunch of verbal guys.
Yeah, have you ever yelled at someone who's eating? It's not nice.
Don't forget to protect me.
Wow, what a party to go and to beat up this poor man.
Oh, I'm going to be using the gardener and the bodybuilder a lot here because I want to upgrade their talents fully. I think I mentioned this beforehand, like, you can upgrade the talents of characters and it makes it so their talents are, like, stronger. For characters like the gardener and the bodybuilder whose talent is just, like, they can lift things or cut things out of your path, you want to level them up quickly because, like, if you come across them and you aren't able to, or they aren't, like, strong enough yet, you simply can't get past that like, obstacle.
This is almost a sentence. If you like
Facebook in pain, swole.
That's something you'd see as a Facebook post. And the picture is like a picture that was really quickly taken of like a radio cassette.
I can't wait to see that post on r/oldpeople Facebook.
Facebook in pain, swole.
The mom is also a good party member for this battle too, because her attack is technically verbal.
Just kill this man. What does happen to the bodies once they're dead of these guys?
I don't know. They just kind of disintegrate like Undertale monsters.
Oh god, they're made up of it's determination.
I think this game came out the same year Undertale did, so I highly doubt there's any like inspiration.
Well, it's an RPG, so like they kind of take stuff from like the same cloth.
I mean, they're
different
both
ideas.
inspired by the same game. Convince. I think that hits everyone. Cookie cutters for Hitalia.
Woo!
That's a good item. For doing the cop missions, I recommend you do a few of them, even if you don't want to go for 100%, because you can get good equipment from them. When he deals a critical hit, it gives all the other party members a small heal. That's pretty good. So yeah.
Oh good, you parked your car.
Also, I think I glitched the game a little bit here. So did you
Was the croaking part of the glitch?
No. Okay, so, like, you can skip cutscenes, but, like, I skipped the previous cutscene, but that cutscene was so short that it skipped the one I did where I talked to the farmer instead, which is weird. So I actually skipped out on her dialogue when you recruit her.
Oh, boy.
Oops. So yeah, we're gonna get the we got the farmer now. I mentioned before that I don't like her. I'm actually gonna be using her in a boss later, so we can see a bit more about what she does then.
So we got non-GMO here. Cause
You named her non-GMO.
yeah, no genetically modified organisms, despite the fact that a lot of organisms genetically modify themselves and it's only fear-mongering. Because people don't like big words they don't understand, like MSG. It's not that bad, guys. Come on.
You got more qualification in this sort of thing than I do, so.
God, hopefully.
Oh, I have her. I have the weed killer. Plants are twice as effective but grow half as quickly. I'll explain what. So she has like kind of basic attacks, but watermelon, garlic, removal status ailments. So her plants, her like plant-ish kind of abilities, they don't just do that ability. Instead, she places a crop on the battlefield. And then you can attack it with watering can to make it grow, and then use a skill called Sieve to just make it explode.
Huh.
And it does different things depending on what kind of crop it is. And I'll talk a bit more about these later. She's very gimmicky, and I don't really like her. We're back at the hedge maze too. That was the northern exit. I don't think I need to show the whole path because it's a freaking hedge maze. Just use the beekeeper if you're having trouble,
Keep on going,
because
guys.
she can zoom out.
And then she'll tell you to believe in yourself.
Why didn't I cut this out? I'm just walking across the...
You have to show off the pretty flowers.
They are pretty flowers.
Look at them planted.
Latte. I did all that for an ether.
You got your latte. Now you can move on.
Also, that Mr. Maze you can sneak by for some reason.
Huh.
I don't understand why. I mean, the whole point of them is to block your way, so yeah.
Maybe he's just bad at his job.
So here we have the garden center. I think this is like her break room. And you can get an exclusive equip for her, fertilizer.
For a good old Minotaur.
Her equips are really good. Upon a critical hit, all party members gain regen.
Pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, that's pretty good.
She's very much based around... You say that with your Mimi Big Boy shirt on.
Mimi Big Boy?
Erin has a shirt that says Mimi Big Boy on it, and if you know what that's a reference to, you spend too much time on YouTube.
It was a Christmas gift. That same Christmas, I also got that dabbing Santa hat.
Yeah.
I still have that hidden somewhere. I don't know where.
We know YouTuber merch has a bit of... You okay?
Yeah, just coughing a bit.
We know YouTuber merch has a bit of a stigma to it, but we made an exception just this once. Because Mimi Big Boy is a good meme.
Just for John movies.
Jack's film.
We had to do it just for John
movies. Oh, and there's another bee for the beekeeper.
A bee?
I think we have 2 of the... Oh, no, I think we have like 3 of those left. Now we're back in Mount Pom Pom, and this is a point where you need you need the gardener leveled up in order to get back here, I think. And in this
you need to get...
in this box, we have Fluffles, one of the cat lady's cats. So you actually need the gardener to get the cat lady, apparently. I'm not sure if that's a commentary on something.
Isn't it all? What if this is like deep political commentary and the things we're passing off as jokes like are like references to like really obscure like political things?
Oh my god, that's like how I do political commentary. Steep Cove is a place you don't need to go to beat the game.
We've been finding that a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, again, that's something I love about this game. There's so many optional areas. So we have another underwater section. This one is smaller, but there's a couple like I think there's like a cop mission down here. There's also these guys.
That's a poster of you.
Showtime! Down with fat cats! Remember the shellfish! Don't be selfish!
That's a pretty...
Am I the only one who thinks that those voices do not match the clams?
No,
They sound like tough sailors, but like here they look like they're fortune tellers.
well, there's a vote poster for you right there.
Yeah, we're supporters.
Yeah, it's a picture of you pointing and then a picture of your smile.
Exactly.
Just within it.
I think there's a line I think I talked over, but the vice president says that southeast is his favorite direction because he looks the most patriotic when facing that way. And look, he's facing southeast.
That is some deep character lore right there.
What is your favorite cardinal direction?
That's us! We're submersive!
I think he said subversive. Whatever. No sense taking unnecessary risk.
Why do they sound like pirates? It's
They're just the the Constructicons from Transformers Animated.
Oh my
Can I
god.
make my obscure Transformers references now?
Okay, have you always been this big into Transformers?
No, I think it was...
Because, like, when you came home from college, you suddenly want to watch, like, every CG Transformers movie that's ever been released.
They're the shows. It's Beast Wars and Prime. No, I think
You have never shown interest in Transformers prior to this.
2 summers ago, I decided to watch every single Transformers cartoon. Because I was watching, like, a YouTuber, Diamond Ball specifically. He doesn't do Transformers content anymore, but he's a really good YouTuber. Check him out. Because he was talking about it a lot. I was like, I might as well check out the show. So I decided to try to watch every single Transformers cartoon. I didn't watch everyone because I watched all the good ones and Beast Machines first. So I'm like, I'm not going to watch the other
And
ones.
Beast Machine. The good one and Beast Machines.
Yeah, but now, like, I'm really into it. I'm really into Transformers now because, like, a lot of the cartoons are, like, actually really good. Like, they're so good at them.
I'm using the Sushi Chef a bit more here. This is not a good battle for him because his normal attack is fire elemented and these guys resist fire. I don't know why I continue to use him underwater. He's clearly not good against these enemies, despite, you know, chopping up fish for a living. I know an oyster is not a fish, you know what I mean.
A bivalve mollusk.
Raise your bivalve mollusks in chat. I mentioned before what these enemies do. These are the same enemies from the other underwater area. For some reason, they gave these ones a cutscene, and it's not even, like, tied to a mission. It's just, like, 3 clams you can fight.
This game made, like, in a fever dream sort of situation.
I don't know. Like, again, this game is very weird sometimes of, like, what it considers important. Like, it's...
I don't know how my obsessions with weird cartoons start, but all I know, once they start, they can't stop. Kind of like with JoJo's. But, like, I watched it and I was like, this is really good.
I love that our family can get behind watching bad movies now. We watched during the Christmas break we watched the Elf on a Shelf movie.
It was just on TV after The Grinch.
And I'm like, why not? Let's watch this. And it was awful, but in a way that we could all enjoy. Pufferfish.
Of course.
Oh my god, I need to talk about Pufferfish later. Okay.
Of course we had to watch Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
That's a bad movie.
Then I decided to put in the fever dreams that are the Sailor Moon movies, which are all great pieces of cinema.
I watched a bit of it actually. It's okay.
I think you watched the second one, which the S movie is my least favorite Sailor Moon movie. You know.
Is it bad that, like, okay, I'm not one of those guys who hates anime, but, like, a lot of Sailor Moon looks the same to me.
You mean like the art style in general, or what?
No,
do you
like,
mean?
like the structure of the episodes. I don't know. I've seen like 2 episodes, and like every time I walk by and you're watching that with your friends, it just always looks like the same scene to me for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's usually, especially like in kid anime back then, was like it was either super episodic, which Sailor Moon is, or they pack it with power-up filler, which Dragon Ball is. It was like either one or the other. With Sailor Moon though, like I think the really episodic filler episodes like are entertaining and cheesily stupid enough to actually get through.
See, this is why I promise myself not to watch anime unless it has a definitive ending. Because, like, I can't stand ongoing series
Well, so
for
does
some
Sailor
reason.
Moon does have an ending. It finished a while back.
How long is it, though?
So
If it takes you more than a minute to describe, like, how many series of something has, I think that's something that might be a bit too confusing for me to get into.
I can say it's 200 episodes long.
Oh, Jesus, that's kind of what I mean.
That's pretty much because it added in a lot of, like, filler. The manga itself is only 12 volumes.
Yeah.
And I actually like the 90s anime more than the manga. I know it's pretty much sacrilege saying that. I just like the more cheese that's in it. My favorite form of Sailor Moon, though, is the musical, so fight me on that, guys. Yeah, but, like...
I think there might be something in this grotto later.
Yeah, but I'm like entertained enough with like Sailor Moon, like watching it enough. Like the 90s like weird comedy is like good enough for me to stay entertained, and then it has a lot of like really good emotional moments too. It's really good, guys. Watch it if you ever can spare 200 episodes.
Oh, Sushi Chef's talent upgraded. He's another shopkeeper kind of citizen. So, like, leveling up his talent just lets you buy more from his shop. And if you get to level 3, you can buy equipment, which is cool. Uh-oh. Clam sneaked up on us.
Clam.
The clams are funny.
Yeah, but what anime is out now? There's a lot of anime happening right now, guys.
Oh,
I know,
I want to talk about the pufferfish ability.
Oh, talk about that.
So, it costs 2 energy, and it's, like, something you use on yourself. It has a high chance of giving you a full heal It heals both your health and your energy fully. However, if you miss, it instantly kills you.
Oh no.
It's dangerous, but like so is pufferfish in real life when sushi chefs use it, so...
So the sequel, or I guess spin-off series to Madoka Magica came out recently.
Yeah.
Which is
I like this line. I hate spoilers, but sure, tell me my fortune. This is another cop mission, by the way. So yeah, again, do these if you want cool equipment.
Yeah, but the sequel series came out. It's like...
This is just a buffed up version of the Clairvoyant Clams, honestly. She's not too special.
It's like 8-9 years after the originals came out, and it's actually based off of the mobile game. Only the first episode is out at the moment, but it's like not that bad. I just gotta focus on the characters, and that's all that matters. Adaptations are weird.
We should turn this into an anime.
We could. We need to bring out our DeviantArt tier anime fan art.
Keep it up.
Fanime art.
Anime. Aaron, hear me out. Citizens of Earth repainted.
Oh gosh.
Imagine, all 40 party members are references to different memes.
Oh no.
Like the chef is the bread bank. The sushi chef is like Shark Tales memes. Like, welcome to the bread bank. We got bread on deck, bread on the floor. It's gluten free. I don't care if it's free. Soy sauce. We got a new equip for the sushi chef.
Just drink that soy sauce, man.
This soy sauce is hilarious. On miss, Pufferfish K's own effect targets a random party member instead of him.
Oh god.
So he can fail to prepare the pufferfish and it kills someone else.
Imagine.
So I guess if you're going all in with Sushi Chef, that could be something viable to use. Oh, that might give him synergy with a programmer. Because you can have the programmer maybe use Reboot and then have the pufferfish use that. Or have the Sushi Chef use that. Now we're back in Whisperwood. For pets buried at sea or flushed down the toilet.
Oh no.
Oh, and we're gonna show off this enemy a bit more too, because I wasn't able to show off its attack earlier.
Yeah, but you just said, I think Reboot or something. I brought up Reboot a few
You brought up Reboot every time I have mentioned Reboot.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is a very strong move.
Yeah. But I actually only started watching it when I brought it up, and I just finished watching it. It's like, wow, thanks for continuing the trend of every action cartoon ending on a cliffhanger.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you so much for that. But it has such like a weird tonal shift, like I think about 2 seasons in, where like it starts off and it's like fun stuff of the week. It's like, oh, our big bad villain is playing guitar for the birthday boy. But then it's like, one of the episodes, it's just like a 30-second scene of like one of the bots. I think they're called virals. So like they're these cute little mascot characters, and he's just standing there staring over his decimated city, holding a can of like rotten meat and just eating it slowly. And I'm like, what happened to this show?
Mom is right. You really do talk fast when you talk about stuff you're passionate about. Oh, we found another cat.
Because I need to talk about it.
You need to get it out.
Because that scene was such a total shift from like what the show was.
I like this interaction. I left this in just for this. Let's see. 1,000, 3,000, 27, 255. Higgly piggly wiggly woo. 8,000. My stars. Nothing phases you, huh? I do a lot of counting. Comes with the territory. What are you counting anyway? Contents of the silo. We're auditing the farm. Sounds like fun way to spend the day. A job's a job.
Man, what an interaction.
Oh, and now we're back in the junkyard because there's an exterminator mission we have to do. We have 2 recolors, which are basically just rusty versions of those robots from the first dungeon.
Someone rusted these poor coffee men.
I think these even have like the exact same types of attacks and everything. They're just stronger, honestly. So like once again, bring like just electric dudes in here because half these guys are way too electric. So yeah. By the way, I was using the homeless guy earlier. You might notice that he dies quite often.
Don't we all?
There's actually a reason for that. His playstyle is based around being at low health. So he kind of deliberately has low defenses. I don't know where I got that fresh sushi, but...
Either way, it's spoiled. Yum yum. Oh no.
You have to kill 10 of each of these enemies. Just trust me on this, that I did it. I don't feel like showing the whole thing at normal speed and then editing around it.
Yeah, just trust me on this, please.
Yeah, so homeless guy has some moves that are like stronger if he is at low health. He has like a move called Beg for Mercy, which causes opponents to run away if you are at low health.
I beg to differ.
Crush
Then
Punch.
beg.
I think that might be his ultimate attack. So I think he even gets a equip that basically gives him once more from Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, there's the Junk Guard mission done.
You did it. Great
did
job.
it.
10 out of 10.
And now
So
we're
proud
back
of
in
you.
Capital City because I like this point.
Going on! Fire! Fire!
There's no fire here.
Phew, sorry, I got scared. I figured you wouldn't be here unless there's a fire.
Nope, just a routine inspection.
Like a dentist, but with buildings and fire stuff.
I guess. I'm just making sure things are up to code.
Ah, gotcha. Are you inspecting the entire capital?
This is my last one, then I'm off to Flushmore. May have my work cut out for me there.
Wait, we've done that mission. We've been to Flushmore and found her inspecting the other building.
Oh no.
Golly, it's like you can sequence break this game. Also, I don't know why that scene is voice acted, but like others aren't.
So you can just hear the president, the vice pres talk more.
Fire. And now we're in a new area, the Forbidden Highway. Well, we've been here before, but we weren't able to do much. Don't be blue. What's in the sandstorm gonna do? It's just some silly weather and it'll all blow away like a feather. So go away, little sandstorm. If you think we love you, you are misinformed. That's catchy. I made it up on the spot. Did you really like it?
Did you really like it?
Also, say no to him, because he gives you an item if you say no. I also brought some angel food cake in case my song didn't pick people up.
Turns
It's
to
all
you.
yours.
Pizza mozzarella. Pizza mozzarella.
We should have called him Noid.
Oh god.
He is a bit like the Noid.
That's also a JoJo's reference, my friends.
We are about to enter the desert, which I think is the hardest part of the game.
With a screen like that, who needs enemies?
Oh boy. Also, there's a lot of open areas here for some reason.
You kind of expect stuff to be in those areas.
Yeah. The desert, this whole desert area was a pain to edit because I kept dying and I kept having to like come back. Oh, here's another sequence break. So this is the Sugar Flats. Do you hear that? It's coming from down south.
This is say the moonbucks flew over this area. Maybe someone out here saw something?
So yeah, this is continuing on with the Moonbucks thing.
Remember the story that was actually happening?
Yeah. And there's another exterminator mission here. This one we have Fugly Ducklings,
They're beautiful.
which is a recolor of the like duck enemies from Crystal Beach, and they're not special. They're once again they're just more powerful versions of those whatever those enemies are.
They're sweet baby.
They're really tiny. I know.
No!
You have to kill 10 of them.
No!
Fugly feathers.
Is this worse when you kill the Temmie?
I killed everything in that playthrough.
Guys, remember Undertale?
Oh, we have a new enemy too.
Charge!
And we're not gonna see her right now.
You got Bun. Just the one.
Oh, there are the hippies down there. We'll deal with them later.
Dang hippies. Oh no, Minotaur's dead.
Everyone dies a lot here. I use these exterminator missions as an excuse to like level up party members that aren't that high leveled yet. Because like most exterminator missions have you fight low tier enemies. So, you know, it's convenient.
You need to make your party members less of like scrubs.
Again, I really wish this game had like some kind of EXP share kind of mechanic.
There we go. That's time to break and enter, boys.
Yep. This tunnel is kind of long, and for some reason there's like a lot of stuff to do in all of these holes.
Oh, dead dinosaur.
I don't know why there are dinosaur bones here.
No.
No, it's just no.
No.
There's a hidden chest here.
A spicy crab roll
Again,
we got from
they
the
didn't need
sewer.
to do any of this, but they did. I don't know what intelligent network you get from, but it leveled up the photojournalist, so why the heck not? I don't know. Does anyone have a theory for why those dinosaur bones are there?
Someone build over the dinosaur bones?
Is it referenced in the sequel? I don't think it is. I don't know.
Is it a reference to something?
There is a scrapped dinosaur enemy in the sequel that they didn't use for some reason. There's like 4 dozen scrapped enemies in the second game for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, and here's another cop mission. This is the Shadow Monster.
It's a shadow monster, man.
Hey, stop shouting like that. It isn't very welcoming. I'm not shouting. There, see, you're still doing it. You're talking in all caps. I cannot help it. It is dark and I cannot see the shift key. Well, that excuse sure makes a lot of sense. Shall we fight? I think I had to redo this fight a couple times because I'm a bit underleveled for this particular boss, but god dang it, I will make it work.
Gotta kill that shadow monster, man.
I think this boss is strong enough that it can one-shot some of my party members, so I just kind of cheesed it by spamming poison a lot.
Oh well, what can you do?
I remember several years ago I was watching someone play Stick of Truth, and there's an Al Gore boss where he's dressed as a bear.
Of course there is.
And, like, he went way out of his way to do the... I think he's supposed to be the super boss of the game, but, like, he found him way earlier than he was supposed to, and he was doing 1 damage to Al Gore, so he put, like, 1,000,000 poisons on him and just killed him that way.
You know, sometimes you need a good poison me talking to my shuckle that took out the Deoxys.
Stick of Truth is a good video game.
Them video games.
Oh, so close.
Anything can be done in games if you believe.
You can have an abortion clinic dungeon in a game if you try hard enough.
That one's
Thanks,
so
Stick of Truth.
I'm trying... Because I lent you Yokai Watch 3, but I know I haven't started playing it yet.
I haven't started playing it yet.
I really wish that sometimes the dungeons were a bit better, but there's a grocery store dungeon.
Yep. Oh, that's stuff I love. In the in Fractured But Whole, they have what I can only describe as the racist cop dungeon.
Sitting right here.
Because of course there is.
They don't advertise, I think, the dungeons here. I think they show off the new fighting system. One of the boys.
I'm not looking forward to the new fighting system in Yokai Watch 3.
I don't know which one I actually like more when it comes to fighting systems. They're both pretty interesting.
I like the rotating wheel. Like, it's a simple gimmick, but it works really well.
This one definitely keeps you on your toes more, because you also have to have... Because it, like major, like, ultimates from your enemies, like, light up the board, and you have to, like, move your people, like, in the right time. It's definitely interesting. I had fun playing it. I'm actually playing,
I just want to use OM Gator, because that thing looks hilarious.
Yeah, I'm playing Psychic Spectres
and
right
Coco
now.
Banana.
Which is the 3rd version of, the 2nd game. But I don't think any of most of the version differences,
He
like,
lost
actually
a
appear.
4th of his health because I stacked 4 poisons on him.
Oh god. Oh no.
Shadow Monster is a hard boss, but I was able to cheese it. Dropped a new item for Thanos.
Oh,
okay,
no.
so if you didn't think the school mascot was broken enough already, look what this does. Chance to cause confusion with your normal attack.
Oh no.
That can hit all enemies. So yeah, that's pretty good.
New adventures as you explore BBQ in Springdale. Yeah, because the fact that they turned the original town into an American town instead of Japan. In this game,
Ace Attorney did that.
yeah,
too.
in this game they moved to America. So, but they couldn't call it America because he was already there. So they moved to a town called BBQ, which is just like everyone has a really heavy Southern accent.
Yes, what is it? Do you need something?
Huh?
Are you playing a video game? No, sir. I'm gathering data on sandstorms or weather databases showing some peculiar weather. Is it global warming? Speak, man, speak. Actually, something far worse. What is it? What's causing the rise in sandstorms? Till someone more creative joins the website, we're calling it global sanding.
This man is the human equivalent of stepping in a wet puddle.
Vice President. Trying to do your paperwork for you. Maybe I can sneak out for a bit when the workload decreases?
When he says when the workload decreases, he means when you beat the game.
Oh god. God, this man, he sounds like the human equivalent of like stepping in like a puddle with your socks on.
Oh my god.
Just unpleasant.
You said he sounded like stale bread.
He's just so boring. He's boring and awful.
You aren't one of the Illuminati, are you? This sandstorm is fishy. Indeed. Or, you know, maybe it's just a sandstorm. Since when do sandstorms last this long? Clearly something's afoot. It's time to do some sleuthing. You may be onto something. Tell you what, you keep watch, I'll go do other stuff somewhere else. You got it, Chief, I'll hold down the fort.
I think the only one in this party who actually likes you is the conspiracy theorist.
That's a headcanon I have too. And like maybe your mom, but like she's the kind of person who unconditionally supports you. Your brother... Wait, no, your brother did tell everyone at work to vote for you, so maybe him too.
Maybe it's more of the family allegation, like, come on guys, if he isn't voted, he'll cry. Please, I don't want to hear that.
Oh my god. This is like an entitled parent story coming to life. Plants
my
go twice as
vice
quickly,
president.
plants are half as effective.
I want to be vice president.
I want to be the vice president.
No one tells the president what to do.
These are the same enemies we found in the swamp. They're here for some reason. I don't know why they're here. But this is actually a good... Oh, dynamite roll. I like that. It's 2 to 5 just normal attacks, but like they hit at random. But that's more than your normal attack. Like it does more damage overall, so once again, you can just use it on one enemy and it just shotguns them all into the same enemy, like you're using Monster's Lung plus Tractor Beam. I'm playing a lot of Isaac, can you tell?
Honestly, at this point...
Monster's Lung might be my favorite item in the game. Hey, have you guys ever used Monster's Lung plus Ipecac? You just carpet bomb the entire field.
Have you guys ever used Nurse Tungus in Yokai Watch? She's a good healer. I like how weird the monsters get in Yokai Watch.
You've shown me some. Like,
well, just because one of them's named OMG Gator, I think you know at that point that stuff is gonna get weird.
I like OMG Gator a lot.
And then like a good chunk of Yokai Watch monsters are recolors. I can't count how many Lord Enmas they have. Like, how many Enmas are we at this point?
I once saw this, like, Photoshop of, like, it was like a Sububby thing of the first game, and it just said Dead Cat Collector.
I think I have it saved onto my phone.
I have it saved onto my phone, too. It's a very quality image.
And that is what the game is, because there's, like, 77, like, probably over that, like, Jibanyan.
They have a Jibinayan for, like, 8 different types of fruit, so...
They have fruit crystals, then they have, like, the Dark Nyan, which is a Batman reference. The Robo Nyans.
Aaron, do you want to start the next episode listing all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you folks next time.
Bye.